Good morning, fam. How y'all doing? It's another beautiful Sunday morning. Come on, sound check. Let me know. Let me know. Sound check. Sound check. Can you hear me? Hey. Somebody let me know. Okay, all right. Welcome to the vibe. Come on and get some of this good energy this morning. I'm ready. Yep. It's vacation time. That's all I got on my mind. Hey. Yeah. 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 Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Y'all know I just love this vibe. I am so in love with this vibe. Thanks to Cody. That's my man. He hooked me up. This vibe. Yep. He did it for me. Y'all check him out now. What's happening, good people? My name is Gwen. For those of you that have never joined our podcast, I go by PG for PrechaGirl, and I give you biblical truths with a therapeutic undertone. Listen, I need each and every one of you to like and share the video. Help us to spread this message of love, hope, and healing. And while you're sharing, we're still working on our YouTube platform. I know it takes time, but come on, y'all. We got to work on that YouTube platform. It's looking kind of lonely over there. Y'all go over there and follow us at PrechaGirl Gwen. And then going over to TikTok at PrechaGirl. Yeah. Come on. All right, let's get this train rolling. Listen, if you're new to my teaching, I teach from the Amplified version of the Bible. And so I'm going to invite you guys to grab your Bibles and let's go on over there. I've got a couple of scriptures that I want to read in your hearing this morning, and then I'm going to tie them together to the best of my ability. Okay, we're going to go over, first of all, to Luke, the 6th chapter. We're going to start with verse 43. Luke, the 6th chapter, verse 43, and it says, "For there is no good tree which produces bad fruit, nor on the other hand a bad tree which produces good fruit. For each tree is known and identified by its own fruit. For figs are not picked from thorn bushes, nor is a cluster of grapes picked from a briar bush. The intrinsically good man produces what is good and honorable and moral out of the good treasure stored in his heart. And the evil man produces what is wicked and depraved out of the evil in his heart. For his mouth speaks from the overflow of his heart." And Matthew 12 says really about the same thing, but I just want to read that also. Matthew 12 verses 33 through 35 says, "Either make the tree good and its fruit is good, or make the tree bad and its fruit bad. For the tree is recognized and judged by its fruit." That's the part that I really wanted to convey. It's judged by its fruit. You brought of vipers. How can you speak good things when you are evil? For the mouth speaks out of that which fills the heart. The good man from his inner good treasure brings out good things, and the evil man from his inner evil treasure brings out evil things. These scriptures are calling in question all these fake folk. All these fake people pretending to be one thing, but they're actually someone totally different on the inside when there's no one around than when they are on the outside. When they outside, they're not the same. They fake. They phony. And so the text is using something that you and I can see and understand, and that is the health of a tree. You don't have to be a farmer to understand and have to know all these deep, specific details. You can just use your eyes and see. When I first moved to California, I was living in Long Beach, and in the house that I was in, there was a fruit tree in the back. Lemons falling from the trees. Beautiful, bright yellow lemons. And even as a child, I remember the beautiful trees in my grandfather's garden in Alabama. Or the cherry trees in my neighbor's yard back in Virginia. You know, when we were real young, we used to hop the fence and steal when they weren't home. Those delicious, round, juicy cherries. They were so delicious. Listen, that's something we can understand because trees produce fruit according to their nature or type of tree. The cherry tree is going to produce cherries. The lemon tree is going to produce lemons. The apple tree produces apples. It's simple. It's simple. You wouldn't see a lemon tree producing cherries. We see that. We understand that. We process that. Likewise, if we see a tree that looks dead, we wouldn't expect that tree to have beautiful fruit on it. Nor would we expect to see a beautiful, healthy tree, and then you go out and all the fruit on that got these big, beautiful green leaves, and underneath the fruit is all rotten, dead. That wouldn't make sense. I want you to visualize it. I want you to see it. I'm painting this picture so you could see the fruit. See a dead, brown, withered up tree. You would not see big, juicy cherries on it. Nor would you see this beautiful, thriving tree with shriveled up, dead fruit on it when it's in season. You see, the tree in and of itself represents your heart. The dead tree, the thriving, beautiful tree, that's your heart. And the fruit represents your words, your actions. Is it big, juicy fruit? Or is it shriveled up fruit? See, the behaviors that people see are a direct result of the type of heart you have. Excuse me, this cough trying to creep up on me. It better back up off me. Better back up off me. Woof. Like I was saying, the behaviors that people see are a direct result of the type of heart that you have. Your words and actions are indicative of your very nature, your being. Who you are to your core is seen in your continuous actions. Jesus asked his disciples, he said, "Who do people say that I am?" And then after they all told him what people were saying about him, he turned around and he said, "But okay, I hear what you're saying. They say I'm this, and they say I'm that, and they think I'm this. Oh, okay, that's cool. But who do you say that I am?" You see, all of us show different sides of ourselves to different people. Some people know of you, and then there are people who are intimately connected to you that really know you. They know the real you because they've seen you angry. They've seen you sad. They've seen you in the good times. They've seen you at your worst. Who do those people say that you are? You see, last night by accident, we met this man. Accident meaning we didn't plan it. We didn't intend for it to happen. It just, someone invited him over and boom, we met this new guy. And we were around him for about, I'll say maybe an hour or two. And then he left. And when he left, I told Babe, I said, I like him. He was a nice guy. But really, I didn't know that man. We really didn't get a chance to get to know him. He just seemed like a nice guy. His energy and his spirit were friendly. And so because they were friendly, I assessed in my mind, he's a nice guy. When you leave the presence of people, what do they say about you? What are they sensing from your behaviors, your energy? And I don't mean to suggest that we're supposed to be like those fake folk that I was just talking about in the Bible. Those people who pretend to be so perfect all the time and never allow people to see the real you. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be around those type of people. I personally like real folk. I ain't down with no fake people. And I ain't got no poker face. Either I like you or I don't. Ain't no in between. So I don't want no fake folk. Be you. Because most of the people that's sitting around trying to pretend to be perfect, these are the ones that are a hot mess. They're a hot mental mess. And those are the ones that are sitting back judging. But you know what? It goes deeper than that. That's not even the focus today. I want you to focus on what is the fruit that's being produced from your life. The actions, the behaviors that reflect who you are. When that day comes that all of us will experience, when we laid out of that casket, what will people have to say about us? I remember the movie Kingdom Come. This is an old movie, so some of y'all might not even know what I'm talking about. But on Kingdom Come, Whoopi Goldberg, she was in that movie. Jada Pinkett was in that movie. She played the wife. She was all sassy, swashy. But in the movie, they was at the funeral. And Whoopi Goldberg, her sons was trying to figure out what she was going to put on the tombstone to reflect who he was to her, or who he was as a person. And she said, I want you to put on the tombstone mean and surly, because that's what he was. He was mean and he was surly. Now, I've been to many funerals. I don't know about y'all, but I've been to many funerals where people have gotten up to say something about their deceased family member. And listen, some of that stuff that they said was not nice. All of the stories reflect the heart of the individual while they were alive. This is a simple message today. I'm not going deep, but I need you to hear me this morning. What is in your heart? Who are you? What are people witnessing and experiencing when they are around you? Now, the fact of the matter is, you really want to know the truth about what people think about you. Ask a little child. They'll tell you. Make sure you got some thick skin, honey, because kids going to tell you the truth. Listen, I'm on this journey of weight loss, and I had some vegetable noodles, and my little niece, Millie, she loved her some Alfredo noodles. That's her favorite. So I said, oh, I'm going to whip her up some Alfredo noodles, not thinking, because I'm on this journey, I'm just going to use them old vegetable noodles. And then she said, Titi, these noodles nasty. She wasn't trying to sugarcoat it or nothing. Turned up her little face. These noodles is nasty. Kids will tell you the truth. They will. You want to know who you are? Ask a kid. They won't lie. They won't tell you something you want to hear. What is in your heart? Listen, all of us have a short time on this earth, and you have a right to decide what you want to do with your time here. But I just want to encourage you to use some of that time for the good. Be intentional about doing good. And I can't expect you to do good if your heart ain't right. No more than I can expect a dead tree to produce delicious, juicy fruit. But if your heart is not pure, I know that it comes from pain. And I also know that God is able to heal you. God is able to change you from the inside out. There is something about being loved properly that heals wounds. God loves all of us unconditionally, and he knows all the stuff that you're even afraid to tell the people that you love the most. The things that you are holding close to your heart, those deep, dark, ugly secrets that even the person that you love the most, you wouldn't dare tell them because you're so afraid they won't accept you or love you. Listen, God knows all of that, and he still loves you. He wants to change all of us for the better, all of us. Not just those that don't believe. I'm not just talking to those that don't believe in God. I'm compelling you. Of course, I'm compelling you to give Jesus a try, but I'm talking about us believers. Us believers that already believe in the power of Jesus Christ. We already believe in his death, burial, and resurrection. I'm talking to us this morning. What is in your heart? God wants to clean up and make us better if we will allow him to. I don't know about you, but I want God to dwell on the inside of my heart so that even if a person is only around me for 10 minutes, I want them to feel God's presence. For the good that people feel inside of us, it comes from God. It ain't us. It's God. If they feel anything good, if they feel anything amazing, it's because God has put it in us. So what are they sensing when you, believer, when you are around them, believer, what are people sensing? Why pretend to be happy when you can actually be happy by allowing Jesus to come into your life and giving you peace that surpasses all understanding? Some of you need to get to know Jesus better because he is just someone you've heard of right now, but you don't really know him. Yes, some of you, you believe in Jesus, but you only know of him. You don't know him. And it's clear by your actions. It's clear by your behaviors. You don't have to pretend like you and God tight because it shows in the way you carry yourself. People see the truth. They're just not like the little kids that will tell you the truth when they see it. I'm standing before all of you today. I'm asking God, even search me, make me better. If there's anything in my heart that shouldn't be, clean it out, God, and purify me, that my fruit will reflect him. That my life will be a reflection of the love of Christ. There's some issues I got still that I'm asking God even today to work on so that when people see me, when they're in my presence, they will feel the love of God. And some of you listening to me need to be praying that same prayer. What is your tree? That is your heart. What is it producing? That's the fruit, the behaviors that are being displayed. What are you saying? Are you speaking life? Or are you speaking death? Are you positive? Or are you always negative? Is everything coming out your mouth negative? What are you doing? Are your actions hurting or are they helping? Are you becoming bitter or are you becoming better? What is in your heart? What is in your heart? Listen, simple message. A tree is known by the fruit that it bears. What are you known for? When they say, oh, Gwen, oh yeah, I know her. I love when people say that. Oh, I know her. No, you don't. You know of me. You don't know me. Ain't but a few people in this life that really know me. The rest of y'all know of me. But I love when people say, oh yeah, I know her. I know. What's she like? And when people sit in the circle and they talking about you, yeah, I know him. I know her. And the person say, well, what are they like? What are they saying about you? What are you saying? Is it positive? Or is it negative? Is it life-giving? Or is it provoking death? What are they saying about you? Is a direct reflection of who you are. Listen, I know people will create stories, and I'm not talking about, absolutes, right? I hate when people try to quote me and misquote me. Listen. I know there's some people out there that's fake and phony and going to make up stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in legitimate settings when a person is really truly speaking from their heart or what they believe based upon the actions that they see. No, we're not perfect. Sometimes our actions are not indicative of who we are to our core, but anybody that's been around with us for a while, they've seen the good and the bad, and they're still able to assess who we are based upon what they've experienced from us. And what I'm asking is, what are people saying about you that know you, not know of you, but know you, that have been with you in the trenches, people that have been with you when you're up, been with you when you're down? What are they saying about you? That's what I want to know. Listen, I hope that something I said today has inspired you to take action and invite Jesus into your heart. If not for the first time, invite him to come closer, draw closer to you, that you may start producing good fruit, not perfect fruit. Perfection doesn't exist, but a heart that wants to do what's right, a heart that wants to please God, a heart that is pure, that wants love and not hate, that wants unity and not tension and stress and confusion and drama. What is in your heart. Listen, don't forget to like and share the video. Help us spread the message of love, hope, and healing. I hope you're challenged today. If what's in your heart is not pure and loving, it's time to make a change. It's time to make a change so that when people say something about you, it is a reflection of the God that we all say we love and believe in. Until next week, I speak blessings and peace over each and every one of you. This is your girl, Peachy. Y'all be easy.